A recent move by Michael Jordan and CaitlinClark shocked the sports world. When the most attractive female basketball player and the greatest basketball player of all time work together to make someone's life better, something incredible happens. Music. Sophie Cunningham was surprised when they offered her a $27. Sophie Cunningham, a seasoned WNBA player known for her tenacity and diligence, is called to a meeting. She expects a typical discussion about the plays or team tactics for the next season. But then Michael Jordan shows up. Yes, that Michael Jordan. He is closely followed by rookie sensation CaitlinClark, who has been revolutionizing the sports industry. Sophie had an incredible reaction when they told each other the news. Nike made a $27 million contribution. That's more than most WNBA players have experienced throughout their whole careers. We are talking about how wealth is passed down via the generations. The kind that impacts not just your life, but also your family's future for many years to come. But there is more to this tale than just one person receiving compensation. Music is about giving women's basketball the credit and support it so richly merits. It was also made feasible by Michael Jordan, the founder of Nike's basketball empire. For years, WNBA players have received unequal treatment when it comes to endorsements. While NBA players sign contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars, most WNBA players are lucky enough to make a few $1,000s a year from sponsorships. It has enraged me to see talented female athletes work just as hard but earn significantly less than their male colleagues. Sophie Cunningham is aware of this problem. Since being chosen by the Phoenix Mercury in the 2019 NBA draft, she has proven to be a reliable three-point shooter and a player who plays with intensity every night. The previous season, she scored 8.2 points per game and converted 37.8% of her shots from beyond the arc, excellent numbers for any squad. But being a great basketball player hasn't always translated into a big endorsement deal. Sophie may have a few local sponsorships and a contract with a small sports firm, but nothing that would make you rich. When CaitlinClark entered the picture, everything was different. Clark did more than just secure a contract with the WNBA. She kicked down the door and declared that women's basketball was ready to go. More people than ever before started to watch her game. Music. Suddenly, many who had never watched women's basketball were paying attention to see what all the hype was about. When Nike discovered music, they realized they had been sleeping on a gold mine. Clark was selling out stadiums, generating social media buzz that marketing execs could only imagine, and garnering TV numbers comparable to those of men's games. Few female basketball players have ever accepted a contract that allegedly included plans to launch their own shoe business. At this time, Michael Jordan comes into play. In addition to being a wealthy retired player, Michael Jordan is still closely associated with Nike and the Jordan brand. He wants to know what's happening in women's basketball. The entrepreneur who revolutionized athlete endorsements decided to become engaged when he noticed the increasing popularity of women's sports. Jordan and Clark have been discussing how to make women's basketball better. They both came to the conclusion that paying only one well-known individual was not enough. The entire sport required leveling up. Then Sophie Cunningham was brought up. Despite being on different teams, Sophie and Caitlin had become friends. Thus, Jordan and Clark made a proposal to Nike. They wanted Sophie to be a part of the most recent wave of women's basketball endorsements. Not a little issue, but one that would attract attention from the media and show other businesses the benefits of investing in WNBA players. Music negotiating must have been exciting. Receiving $27 million for a role player is incredible. But Jordan played a significant role, and Clark's fame lent it further credibility. She was essentially arguing, "This is my league, these are my co-workers, and they should be compensated." They warned Sophie that there would be a lot of emotion involved in the encounter. It was difficult for her to believe at first. The agreement includes cash, marketing campaigns, signature apparel, and opportunities to take her brand global. We are talking about Sophie Cunningham's potential for fame. Nike's investment in Sophie should serve as a cautionary tale for other companies. You don't have to be the largest celebrity to be worthy of a high income. Role players, teammates, and veterans are all essential. This might help a lot more guys who have been undervalued for far too long. Now think about what $27 million means to Sophie Cunningham. In the WNBA, the greatest pay is roughly $200,000 annually. Music. Even if Sophie played for 10 more years at the maximum wage, she would not make nearly as much as she would under this Nike contract. This sum is intended for retirement. As a result, your family will have long-term financial stability. Rumor has it that WNBA players are being reevaluated by other companies. How much would Adidas, Under Armour, or New Balance be willing to spend on other athletes, considering that Nike is willing to pay $27 million for Sophie Cunningham? The market opens abruptly. For the Indiana Fever, having a player with such an endorsement deal is crucial. Overall, it increases the team's visibility. Free agents might be interested in a squad whose players have attracted significant sponsorships. The implications for the entire world are similarly fascinating. Given that Nike is a global brand, this deal likely presents opportunities for global marketing. Sophie has the ability to represent women's basketball both domestically and internationally. In regions where women's basketball is still relatively unknown, such attention can increase the game's visibility outside and draw in new supporters. This story is made considerably more complicated by Michael Jordan's involvement. Players' opinions on endorsements were changed by this person. The standard for athletic branding was set by his Air Jordan collection. CaitlinClark deserves a lot of praise as well. She might have focused only on her personal and commercial wealth. Instead, she's adopting a more all-encompassing strategy and using her contacts to help other gamers make a career. This kind of rising tide lifts all boats mentality is crucial for women's sports. The WNBA's future operations may be significantly impacted by this transaction. If athletes are able to make a substantial amount of money from sponsorships, this could have an impact on discussions about pay caps and collective bargaining agreements. The league may need to adapt to a new reality where player salaries are heavily influenced by endorsements. For Nike, this is a smart long-term investment. Women's sports will continue to grow in popularity. By getting involved and taking chances, they are presenting themselves as the business that backed women's basketball before it gained popularity. Sophie is currently under pressure to give birth. Her career thus far, though, suggests that she is ready for it. Nike didn't pick a player at random. They pick an individual who embodies the values they want connected to their brand. Will similar agreements be made in the future? Will additional former celebs follow Jordan's lead and invest in women's sports? Will Sophie's success encourage additional businesses to take a chance on WNBA players? Basketball for women will never be the same. That much is for sure. When Michael Jordan and CaitlinClark unexpectedly give someone $27 million, people take note. The topic changes. There, a small child practicing her jump shot came to the realization that her objectives are far more significant than anything anyone had ever taught her. Music. Nike apparel